Welcome to Sweatpants Saturday.
Yeah, we are going to have Sweatpants Saturday at my house today.
Yeah. See our sweatpants? I'm Lisa, and this is my mom, Laurie. And we're at her house, and we are going to be doing some cooking and stuff. I like doing these Sweatpants Saturdays because it's just a time to put on some comfy clothes and just hang out together.
Yeah, not even eye makeup on, so there you go.
Yeah.
And we're going to make something that I have never experienced in my life, and that is we're going to mess around with some cacao nibs today.
Yeah. And
I've never even touched these things yet because I've been away.
Have you ever smelled them?
No, I haven't even smelled them.
We should open them up.
Okay.
So we actually got some new packaging for Indri Vanilla, so we're kind of field testing that too. So we're going to peel off the zipper, pop them open.
Cool. Oh. I like that. That's just like a box of cocoa.
Yeah, except it's not quite, it doesn't make you choke because it's not powdered.
You don't breathe powder into your nose.
Yeah.
So what's the, let's get a little in a dish. I'm going to get a little dish.
Okay. She's going to get a little dish.
And I want to see what their texture is like. And a spoon. And let's see what happens here. Okay. Do they crunch up? Or are they really, really hard? They're kind of hard, but they do crunch. So if I had see that? Okay, well that'll be okay. I was worried about putting them in the blender. I didn't know what kind of activity they would. What I need is my little pestle, my mortar and pestle. All right, but I'm not going to get that out right now. So what do we do with this first?
So, sorry, I was trying to...
Lisa's over there.
I was trying to help our... I've got my child Katie behind the camera, and I was going to ask Anna to follow along and watch for comments and stuff. And I'm just trying to help Anna get connected to the computer.
So what our plan is? Let's talk the major plan. We're going to make some paste, chocolate.
Yeah, we're going to make chocolate vanilla paste.
Okay, because
this has been a recipe that's been like going around on the group. I haven't ever made this before. We haven't ever even tasted it before.
Yeah. So we're going to try chocolate vanilla paste.
We're going to make chocolate vanilla paste because right now our group order is for this dark vanilla bean blend. I was showing it off on a live video yesterday. And so we did kind of a preview yesterday, and we thought it's a really chocolate forward vanilla bean mix, and we thought it would make really nice chocolatey.
Oh yeah, that's almost as chocolatey as this.
Yeah. We thought that it would make really good chocolate paste, and so while we had the vanilla beans and we had some cacao nibs, we're like, that would be fun, and so we decided to do it today as a live video. So we're going to make the chocolate vanilla paste, and then that's going to be made in a blender, and then obviously there's going to be some stuck to the side of the blender out. So we got to clean it out. So we're going to do some crepes.
We're going to make crepes with chocolate flavoring in the batter.
I'm not going to add additional cocoa because I really wanted to
we
get a chance
what
to
it will be like just to clean out the cocoa vanilla paste, cacao vanilla paste in the batter.
Yeah, so that's our plan. All right, so we are going to...
so we need a recipe?
Yeah, here's your recipe. Still want to get the stuff. If you are popping on and watching this video, please say hi. We've got people that are... I'm trying to get it set up. Just give me a second to get that set up. And
Mom we're going to start with 2 ounces of roasted cacao nibs. Are we going to measure this right into the blender?
Yes, me.
Is that what we're going to do? All right. We'll get my blender. I got my handy dandy blender bowl here. And we're going to hit the 0 on the... Let's turn this around so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to do ounces. It says 2 ounces. Here, I'll just move it out here for you to see. 2 ounces of roasted cacao nibs. So we're going to do that. I crunched them into the bowl when I was crunching them. I don't know. Lisa's got a lot of faith in me. Oh, it's the front. This bag opens in the front.
That's a couple. So you're on the right screen. But
One. They're heavy. They're not. Doesn't take very much to make an ounce, does it? There's 2 ounces.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's good.
Katie will have to watch out for comments because we're
2
struggling
ounces
to-
of fresh vanilla beans.
Okay.
Now, you know what? It said, I think, that we're supposed to chop these up. So I'm going to use my cute little vanilla bean board.
You got a vanilla board?
Yeah, except that mine is cool because it has cocopelli on it.
Yeah.
Because for the last year and a half, I've been living in southeastern Utah.
We can use a knife, or sometimes I like to use a pair of scissors and just...
Oh, scissors would be even better. Well, maybe we don't even need to use my knife. I mean, my board. Maybe we don't need to use my board.
But the board is so cool. It's got cocopelli on it.
It does.
See? It's got cocopelli on
But
it.
then I can't measure them as I snip them.
You can snip them first and then put them in there and measure them.
All right, we'll snip them. We need 2 ounces?
Yeah, this is 3.5 ounces in this bag. That's what Jamie pulled out for me.
That's silly. We don't need to use cocopelli. We'll put
Okay, fine.
because it's just I'll have to just handle them twice here.
Yeah. So I kind of pieced together a couple of our vanilla paste recipes and modified them to be the more chocolatey options. So that's what I'm doing today. I wrote all this recipe up this morning and the crepes recipe as well. And I put them on in the Google Doc that I've linked up in the description of this video. So if you're watching and you want to follow along the recipes that we're using, that we're kind of field testing right now, because I haven't actually made this. So if we find out that we need more vanilla beans or if we need more chocolate or cacao nibs or something, I will update the recipe afterward. But I think that this is going to be pretty good. This is pretty similar to the Alex Green vanilla paste recipe or the rose.
I got half of a bean left.
Put it in.
Okay, there's no such thing.
There's no such thing as too much vanilla. That's right.
All right, so here's the rest of your dark blend.
Okay.
We have 2.1 ounces of fresh vanilla beans, and now we're going to do some, or 4 ounces that have been used.
Yeah,
We
so
used fresh.
a lot of people like to use their once extracted vanilla beans. So they make extract with their vanilla beans, and then they have the pods left over, and they're like, what do I do with this? And a lot of people like to use them for vanilla paste. But since they've been absorbing a lot of alcohol and kind of imparting their goodness to the extract, you need more of them, and they're gonna be obviously weigh a lot more because they've absorbed a lot of liquid. So if you're using beans that have been used to make vanilla paste, sorry, it's hopping on the floor now. It's dirty now. I just talk with my hands too much. If you are using vanilla beans that have been soaked for more than a few weeks, like several months to a year or 2 years, then you'll want to use probably 4 ounces of vanilla beans.
Okay.
Okay.
So the next thing is alcohol. No, and this is not alcohol.
That's not alcohol.
That's honey.
That's honey. I'll work on opening this bottle if you want to talk about the honey.
So this honey, it came from, it's Mesa Verde honey, and it came from Dolores, Colorado, kind of near where I was working on my mission the last year and a half. And it's really kind of dark. You see that? So we thought that would really be a good chocolatey, caramely kind of flavor for this nice dark paste.
Yeah.
So how much do we, because the recipe calls for 2 ounces of corn syrup, dark corn syrup. Are we going to use
we can use 2 ounces of honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get a spatula.
But I found out the last time that I made vanilla paste live on the air that it's really easy to get talking and not be paying attention.
Well, I'm going to pay attention right
and
now.
put in too much. Okay, we're going to do 2 ounces of honey. We are choosing honey and brown sugar over white sugar just so that it would be really rich.
It's going to come out fast, so we're going to be careful here.
And chocolatey and flavor. Oh, that's beautiful.
Did you see that?
I loved it.
good. 2.2.
We'll take it.
Okay. We were pretty close.
All right.
Don't you love my cute
smelling
little
really
spatula
good in
my mom
there.
gave me for my birthday?
It's already smelling really, really good. Okay. So, and I also chose crack and spice drum. A lot of people, for the alcohol component of this recipe, a lot of people have talked about it. I have used Kraken several times to make vanilla extract, and it always comes out as a winner, and it frequently wins my taste tests and things that we've done.
It's going to be wonderful. So do we use
gonna
fluid ounces, or does it matter? Because I've got an 8-ounce measuring cup.
That is a big question that people have asked me
I don't
in the
know
past.
how to do a fluid ounce thing on my scale.
I know that fluid ounces do not weigh the same depending on the different densities of the liquid
so is
you're
this
using.
recipe a fluid ounce recipe or a
The original
ounce
one that
recipe?
I was looking at, like the Alex Green recipe uses weight ounces. The Rose Mallow recipe uses fluid ounces. And I kind of combined the two for this one.
Well, let's just go with the scale here then.
Okay, we'll do it because it's on the scale. So we're going for 14 ounces.
Aren't you doing 8? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 14. I was looking at the brown sugar. Jug, jug, jug,
2.
jug. Keep on a pouring.
3.
4, 5, 6.
If I was a bartender, I could probably
7,
just count.
8,
We're going to 14.
9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, slow down. You're 13 and a half. 6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Got it. Perfect. Awesome.
I didn't overpour.
And 8 ounces of brown sugar. So I'm going to get my 0 on my scale. I'm going to get out my... Don't you love using a scale for
Scales are really
cooking?
nice for this because you can just press tear and then you're back to 0.
This is actually light brown
the
sugar. I
next
don't have
one.
any dark brown. But I've read up that really it's not that makes a huge difference. So
Yeah, we're just going to do brown sugar and
we need
honey.
8 ounces of brown sugar.
And this will hopefully add a nice caramely component,
4.
which I thought would go really nicely with the chocolate in there and make it super, super rich.
Okay, just a little bit more.
Anna, do we have any comments or have you been able to get logged in?
Yeah, I've been able to get logged in. I don't think there's any. No comments.
There, 8.
All right.
Alcohol makes me
Yeah. This is alcohol and does get aerosolized and it can be a little bit astringent in
You need
your
that salt
face.
thingy over
Yeah,
there.
I wanted to put a little bit of salt in this one. The other vanilla paste recipes do not call for salt, but I thought that this might be a nice time to use some salt just to kind of help balance the richness of all of the other, like the cacao and stuff. And I don't know. I said I put a teaspoon in there. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. We've been so careful with the measurements on everything
I've got
else.
measuring spoons right here. Look at this.
That's boring. My mom keeps me honest.
Well, I mean, as long as I've got them.
Do we have anybody watching?
Hello?
Can you see?
I don't know. Lisa Marie is watching.
Well, that's the one that we have connected on there.
We should
All
go
right.
down and tell Grandpa to turn it on.
Here, I just want to make sure that
And
it's...
then we're going to get our xanthan gum ready, but we're not going to use it quite yet, right?
Did I go live on the wrong spot? Is this? No, it's on... It's in... I just
Are
wanna
we
make
live?
sure.
Are we live? Not
On my
in the
personal
group?
page?
You might be live on your personal page.
I think I went right live on my personal page.
It says friends, so it might be on.
Oh, I feel like an idiot.
Live on your personal page.
Should we start all
friends.
over again?
I love you all. We're going to end this live and I'm going to go over to my Indri Vanilla
Vanilla
face
group.
bake
Yeah.
group.
And then we'll just tell them what we put in this blender
Yep.
jar.
And that will be embarrassing. Okay, bye. Hi, everybody.
We're embarrassed.
I'm really embarrassed because starting at noon, I started a live video and we've been going for 15 minutes and we weren't seeing anybody joining us or making comments. And I was like, okay, maybe people just are doing something else. And then I found out that I had done it on my personal page and not here in the group.
So we have this really, hi, I'm Mom.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to switch and we're going to start over again. Here we go.
So,
Switching camera.
so we've been making, for
Hi,
the last
everybody.
15 minutes, we've been making some yummy stuff here.
Let's pause and reintroduce ourselves. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Laurie.
This is my mom, Laurie. We're at her house today for our Sweatpants Saturday. See, we've got our sweatpants on. And we're making chocolate paste.
We're
and people are
making
really
chocolate
excited about
vanilla
this.
paste.
Chocolate vanilla paste.
Yes.
And we've been making it here for a long
So
time.
we
I feel
opened
really
up
bad.
this really cool bag of cacao nibs, which I've never seen. This is a new kind of bag instead of the paper ones. And we ripped off the little tab, and then you pull it open like this. And you take a nice whiff of it. And that is so brownie-ish. But it is not powdery like cocoa. It's just this really lovely brownie.
Every time I get the chance to package these, I'm like, it's like working in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Oh,
they are so
good.
rich. And yeah, so these are cacao nibs. They are grown in Tanzania. They're whole chocolate beans that have just been kind of crunched up.
And see this blender?
Roasted.
They're down at the bottom.
Yeah.
We put
feel
in
bad.
2 ounces of those.
I feel so stupid.
And then we're also using.
I will download the video and re-upload it and edit it all together.
We're also
with this
using
one.
these dark blend because these are the ones that are starting on sale this week.
That they've already been up for
Oh,
sale
they're
for the
up for
last
sale.
week, and they will be for another week.
So what beans do we have in here?
So in this bag, I was previewing these yesterday, and I was
Sri Lanka.
Yeah, there's Sri Lanka V planifolia, there's Uganda V planifolia, India V planifolia, and Mexican Cure V
And they
planifolia.
are really. They smell dark and chocolatey too. They're really good. So we cut up with my scissors. We thought about using my board. Isn't that cute? It's got Coco Pelli on it right there. We thought about you. Did I not show you? So, there we go. And we cut up 2 ounces into
of
here.
vanilla
And if
beans.
you wanted to use your extracted beans, then you would use more than that. You'd use
I'd use
double.
like 4 ounces of
Okay.
it. So I've
those are in
written
there.
up the
see?
recipe that we're making. So yeah, we're making chocolate vanilla paste right now. And
There's honey in here too, so it's kind of messy.
yeah. So anyway, if you are joining us here,
There's cacao.
to my friends that were watching on my personal page, I hope that you come join us over here too. I feel suddenly really bad.
Yeah, there's good stuff in here. Okay, what else have we got in here? We got rum in here. We've got Kraken spiced rum.
Yeah, I decided. So we're formulating this recipe. I've kind of taken our vanilla paste recipes, like the Alex Green vanilla paste recipe or the Rose Malva vanilla paste recipe, and I've kind of modified them and changed them to make them more chocolate forward. And we're utilizing the cacao nibs as part of our instead of all vanilla beans. We're kind of using half and half. That's just what sounded good to me. I know that there have been other people who have also kind of converted these recipes, and they've been shared in the group here. So if you're looking for another recipe for chocolate paste, please use the search feature and look for chocolate vanilla paste or chocolate paste in
We also
the
used
recipe.
some Mesa Verde honey, which is kind of a dark flavored honey. We thought that would go well.
So instead of using corn syrup or a different inverted sugar, we're using honey for this one. So just to
and
make
we're
it
using
really nice
brown
and rich.
sugar.
Instead of regular white sugar, we're using brown sugar today.
Brown sugar. And we had a little bit of kosher salt in there.
Yeah, I wanted to add some kosher or some salt to this paste recipe just to help balance the richness of the cacao nibs.
So that's what we've got in there.
So yeah.
And what we do not have in there yet is xanthan gum because we're going to do some blending first.
Yeah, we blend it up first before we
So should I go ahead
even
and
attempt.
do some blending?
I think it's about time. I'm really sorry. If you're just joining us, we'd love to hear if you have any questions about like all the stuff that we did before we went live. All right, so we're going to get started here. Hey,
is that in this blender, which is
This is a Vitamix.
Vitamix blender, it actually works better to use the highest speed. It's more, if you turn it down, it's harder
on the
machine.
motor. Interesting. So we're going to let this blend for 2 to 3 minutes. We want to let it blend for a long time. So,
And it's going to warm up.
yeah, the friction inside of it will start to warm up the paste, and hopefully we'll get it nice and smooth.
Hopefully you can still hear us.
Yeah,
right?
Let's back up and come over
We're going to let
over here for a little bit so that maybe you can hear us a little bit better and we're not so close to this.
So, isn't the xanthan gum, does it need a warm thing that it goes into, or does it need a cold? Or
I
does it
honestly
matter?
don't know. I think that it works cold. It's different than a starch, than a cornstarch or a flour or something like that, which that does require liquid and heat for it to expand and thicken its sauce or the liquid that it's in.
All right, this
Gums
says,
work differently.
this says if you're using it to thicken liquid, it's best to make a slurry with a small amount of liquid like oil or fat.
Okay, so you would work that into oil or a fat before incorporating to the larger batch.
And it will
Interesting.
help it not to be clumpy.
Oh,
I
so
think that's why we like to just kind of shake it,
really-
sprinkle it
and
on
we're
the top.
You should do it while the blender is running. Turn
Yeah.
it on low and just get it moving in, and then we'll just very gently shake
Have you
it
ever
in.
had a problem with it getting clumpy?
I've only made a paste once, so I don't know. And I don't do a lot of other baking or use xanthan gum to thicken a lot of my liquids. So
I think our paste is probably quite oily anyway.
yeah, and it might be thick enough without any xanthan gum.
Yeah.
We're just, it's very much an optional thing. That's one of the first questions that we always get. Do you need the xanthan gum? I don't have xanthan gum. Do I have to put it in?
Probably
the answer
not.
is probably not, but it's a texture thing.
All right. Well, we've done 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's only for texture.
Okay, we've done 2.5 minutes.
Oh, look at that. It's got a timer on it. Awesome. Yeah. So this
Let's take a
does
look.
look considerably thinner than...
Well, that's probably because you've added like 300 other cornstarch.
Now, when you open it up, you'll see the stuff kind of coming out. That's probably the aerosolized alcohol, and we want to be mindful not to inhale that, because that will
Okay,
kind
so
of
don't stick your
hurt
nose right over it.
Now, like I said, I kind of
Let's get a-
formulated, like I just guesstimated on the, as I was writing up this recipe. If we feel like it's really too thin, oh yeah, it's quite warm.
Let me get my little...
Like I said, the the aerosolized alcohol is kind of
Makes me
astringent.
cough.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, but so see how thin it is.
It's pretty thin.
So we have a couple of options to thicken it up. We could add more vanilla beans and more cacao.
Honey?
We could add more honey, or we could go
Look
with
at the vanilla
xanthan gum.
beans on that white. Can you see the...
Can you see the vanilla caviar?
Caviar
If you
on
zoom
there?
way in there, Katie.
You can.
Look at the caviar on there.
All right. I do
So-
want to do like a question and answer.
Do we have any questions yet? Over there?
I don't.
No, not really.
Do we have
do
any
have-
people?
We do have people watching.
You have people watching.
Say hi, everybody.
No questions.
Say hi if you're watching.
Yeah, let us know that you're watching. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us if you have ever made chocolate paste before.
And some people said that they missed the beginning, but I promise you didn't miss
You didn't miss the beginning. Everybody missed the beginning. I blew it. I went live on my personal page.
Sorry about that.
And-
we were doing a good...
It was great.
And we'll add it
We
to
were on fire. We were showing all of the weights.
she'll
and we
make a
measured everything
clip.
in.
She'll make a clip of
And
it
then-
later.
Satisfying.
I think we should add
Yeah,
more.
the satisfying honey. We should talk about the honey again, because that was, I don't think we did that. Did you already mention on this live
I
video?
just wrote, or just a short, I just said, this is Mesa Verde honey from Dolores, Colorado, made by
From all over.
Mesa Verde honey. Straight from our hives to you, it says. It's local honey from Dolores, Colorado. So if anybody from Colorado,
Yeah. Does anybody know where Dolores, Colorado is?
Dolores is kind of a small little town on the southwestern corner of Colorado, very close to the four corners of Utah, Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico.
All right.
What are we going to put in it?
I'm trying to decide, because I've never tested this recipe, and I kind of put it together in my mind this morning. So I was thinking that maybe we should just see if we like the balance of vanilla. It is going to.
It? Yeah. All right. What are you going to?
I mean, it's going to be very, very. I was just going to taste it just on a little tiny bit on the spoon, like
a little lick,
that much on a spoon. Well, I mean, obviously there's rum in there, so I'm feeling like the alcohol. I'll do like my.
It seems like it's an awful lot of alcohol.
The girl that's holding the camera always thinks about things like this.
No, I do not.
I think it's delicious. Actually, it's going to be really, really good. It is
do more vanilla.
It's quite vanilla-y. I think the taste is
just
really
thicken it up.
I think maybe just thicken it up.
Yep, people are suggesting to just thicken it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It says the people are listening.
So let's do the xanthan gum thing so that we can thicken it just a little bit. So we're going to do
let's try it.
No more than a half a teaspoon, but we're going to go like an eighth of a teaspoon at a time.
Okay, I got a cute little eighth of a teaspoon measuring
spoon.
One
item that I did not include in my description links, I put a bunch of links up in the description of this video, is I did not include the link to our xanthan gum that we sell on Indri Vanilla. It's the same as any xanthan gum you could get at the grocery store. It's just, this is the smallest package that I could find at my local grocery store, and it is 8 ounces, and we're going to use like an eighth of a teaspoon. So if you're just using it for making vanilla paste, you might not want to buy a whole 8-ounce bag for like $15.
The only reason we have it on Indri Vanilla is so you can buy a littler package.
Yeah. We just thought it would just be
if you're
convenient.
going to make a whole bunch of this and use it all the time.
We do have a vanilla paste kit that comes with like a bottle and some xanthan gum and some vanilla beans and I think.
All right, I think we're going to slowly.
Let's get it started.
Yeah, we're going to put the lid back on in case it jumps, and then we'll just.
Where do I put that? I'll put it on the little North Dakota.
Yeah. Put that on, and then
there.
you can take the center
People are
stingy
also
out.
saying you can wait for like an hour.
Yeah, because it's
cools
quite
off.
warm. So as you wait, it will cool down and thicken up.
I don't think we have that time.
Yeah, we don't have an hour for our live.
Sorry.
I'm not going to turn it up super fast.
Okay, so she's sprinkling in just a little bit.
I think we can probably take this off so you can look. Here, you do it because my hands are full.
It is a little bit splurty, and I don't want it to splatter on your counters. But Katie, can you get the camera right up in there?
Okay, that's an eighth.
Or maybe look through the hole right there.
Can you look through the hole?
She says it smells
camera?
really good.
Go down lower. There you go. Oh, yeah.
Anna, do you want to smell it? Not on camera, just smell it and see what you think. Okay, so that was an eighth of a teaspoon, and it's really hard for us to determine right away how thick it gets, but we can look at it and we can add more
and see what it's doing here for a minute. You want to bring it back over here, or do you want to just use it right there?
Yeah, we can bring it back over here. Got to make up for the loss of the first 15 minutes.
Ooh, that smells good.
It's getting
You know, that's still kind of runny, but I think
it might thicken up just right.
It's going to thicken up as it sits, and I'm going to keep it store it in the fridge probably.
So then it'll be even thicker.
It's actually getting a nice. What do you think? What are people thinking?
Yeah,
over there.
I want to know what everybody votes for. Do we add like another eighth of a teaspoon?
Give us your opinions, everybody.
Of xanthan gum, or do
it's starting to cling to the spoon instead of just running off, and see how it's not just shredding off the spoon. It's sticking to the spoon.
It smells so good.
It really does smell good. I
also want to know, poll time for everybody watching, if you had a bottle of this in your fridge or on your countertop, what would you use it for?
Yeah, what would you use it for? Because what are we going to? Because
Katie says she's going to put it right in her
we didn't
grapes.
mention that on our second round. We are going to clean this blender out with some crepe batter.
Yeah, we're going to make crepe batter with it.
We're going to put some milk and some. Oh, this is making me cough.
the alcohol.
The alcohol gets in my nose.
Yeah.
I think that's actually.
As it cools
Do you want
and
to
you're
try
playing
one more
with it.
eighth of a teaspoon, or do you think it's good?
Some people are saying add some more, and some people are saying just wait for it.
Says Anna's saying that some people are saying we should add more, and some people are saying just wait.
Always come back.
You can add more later, but you can't take it out.
If it's yours, and even the next day,
You
you're
know,
like,
I'm
it's
loving
too
it.
thin.
Here, let me
then you
turn
can
this
go
spoon
back
around, and you look at how that's pouring.
Do you need to add the vanilla beans to chocolate paste, or is that just?
No, we're just doing a chocolate vanilla
I like
paste.
the way that chocolate and vanilla
We're
goes
just doing
together.
a combination today, just for funsies. You can just make a chocolate paste all by itself.
Yeah. I think that the recipe that was first going around in this group had like 2 or 3 vanilla beans and like
tell
3
you what
ounces
we
or
could
4
do.
ounces, no, 5 ounces of soaked.
We could pour this
Cacao.
into another container and put it in an ice in the fridge.
Oh.
And then we can make
would
our
really
batter
know.
while we're waiting.
And then we would be able to. So I brought 2 containers for this one. I brought a squirt container so that we could, this is the kind of squirt container that we, squeeze bottle that we sell on indrivanilla.com. And, so I brought that, but then I also brought like a jar. This is the smallest swing top jar that I had. You don't need this big of a jar. This is a quart jar. I just had it.
Those squeeze balls come with the kit as well.
Yes, the squeeze bottles come with the kit, with the DIY vanilla paste kit. So if you are wanting xanthan gum and a bottle and vanilla beans, that's a great way to go. But we also sell them all separately.
Everyone says that they use their stuff for making brownies and other things.
Brownies with this. So I want to go over here so you can hear.
The reason that we started this, and we talked about this in our first.
She said that people are saying that they use their chocolate paste or chocolate extracts in brownies, which definitely.
Oatmeal,
yogurt.
pancakes,
Yum.
probably.
I think we're going to be glad that we made this, Mom.
I think so.
I think that
I
we're
love
going to be able to find lots of uses for it.
Now remember that this is an experiment. We've never done this before. In fact,
Yeah.
I had never seen cacao nibs until today.
Yeah.
So this
And
would be
I'm
interesting.
really sad that you missed her reaction because it was
well,
glorious.
you can put that in.
Like that.
When you edit,
Yeah, it's like,
you can
ooh,
edit
I
the
like
video and you can
that.
put it in there.
Have you ever smelled these, Katie?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
It smells like cocoa, but like not so
It doesn't make you cough.
artificial.
Yeah, she says it's
Do you want to
cocoa,
smell
but
it?
not so artificial.
Okay, we're going to get it over here. I'm trying to stay close so that you can hear Anna's voice, but we don't have to put her
That
on.
smells really good.
Yeah, they are so rich and just pure dark chocolate.
Ooh, hot chocolate is great.
Oh, put this in your hot chocolate.
Homemade hot chocolate.
All right, so let's put it in a jar.
vanilla paste in there.
And let's get the jar chilling, and let's make some pancake or we're
Some
gonna make
crepes?
batter for crepes.
Okay, so
decided-
yeah, our paste is done.
We decided
With
to
the
clean
bus.
out the blender because the blender's going to be, even though it's going to pour out nicely, there's still
Yeah,
going to be.
it's not as thick or gloopy as my extra.
Should we just put it
or
all
my
in here, or
paste
do you
was.
want to put some in the little squirt bottle?
It's easier to pour into the squirt bottle. If we're going to use a squirt bottle, it's easier to do it from the blender.
All right, here we go. I think I've got chocolate on my finger.
I just washed my hands.
Yeah.
Do you want the whole thing full?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Nice. I'll put the
This
lid
is
on
going to
there.
be way too big.
Yeah, that's more than we need.
There, I'll turn it around so camera can see what it looks like in there. See, that's coming out really nicely.
Oh, it's beautiful. You can see the caviar.
All the vanilla caviar,
caviar.
and the dark chocolate.
I could scrape it a little bit with my little scraper, but my scraper's got honey just sitting on it, so Here, let me get my longer, skinnier scraper.
Super dark and like.
It's still pretty warm from the blending.
Because I don't think we're going to need that much for pancake batter, for crepe batter.
No. But I don't know. The recipe for crepes asks for like 2 teaspoons of extract.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I won't scrape too much. That's quite a lot in there. What do you think?
I think that we should make crepes with all of that and we'll enjoy the crepes.
All right, we're going to make crepes in this blender.
When I was trying to figure out what we could make, so the last time I made paste as a Sweatpants Saturday special extravaganza, we made tapioca pudding, but that was vanilla paste, so it didn't have the chocolate component. And then we put the milk in the blender and blended it up and then turned it into tapioca pudding. And it was all devoured in like 24 hours.
I didn't even get that much.
And Katie didn't even get very much. Poor Katie, she has a tough one. Yeah, and Anna didn't have any.
Sorry to waste this, but it's on the outside of the jar. I don't want to shut the jar down on it.
Does anybody have questions about vanilla beans, about cacao, about anything else?
Just for funsies, I'm going to put this in ice.
Okay. So we can put both of them in the fridge.
Yeah, we could.
Then
Said she uses them for chocolate marshmallows.
Oh, say that again.
Chocolate
And
marshmallows.
I'll repeat.
So
Valerie says she uses it for chocolate marshmallows.
that's a great idea. Chocolate marshmallows are notoriously finicky because chocolate has fat in it, which causes the marshmallow to deflate. Like marshmallows don't like to have a fatty component whipped into them. That's something that I've learned from Marshmallow Making Madness, thanks to that group. And so when you're making chocolate marshmallows, it gets hard and they tend to be shorter and not as fluffy. But using chocolate paste might be able to skirt around that. That's a really good idea. And it's definitely worth trying.
Definitely worth trying.
Yeah, well, I mean, the cacao nibs are the whole roasted chocolate or cacao bean. And then they're not obviously not whole anymore. They've crunched them up to make the pieces, the little nibs and the pieces. But they have not been further processed. When you get your cocoa powder, like the Hershey's cocoa powder or the Ghirardelli cocoa powder from the store that you use in baking, like when you're adding cocoa to something, that has been really processed and made into a powder, and all of the cocoa butter, the fat component, has been removed from the bean. So this one does not have that cocoa butter removed. The cocoa butter is still in there. Oh, she's dumping ice, so it got noisy there for a second. So these ones, people have asked us, can I just grind these up in my blender and turn them into cocoa? The answer is no, they're not the same thing. They're close, but they're not the same thing. If you put these just in a blender or in a food processor by themselves and start blitzing them, they'll turn into more of the butter, the cocoa butter will start to emulsify and start to work in there. And it'll be more similar to a nut butter, like a peanut butter or an almond butter or something like that, rather than being like a cocoa powder.
Chocolate pecan pie is another one.
Chocolate pecan pie with chocolate vanilla paste.
Barbara, she's got chocolate pecan pie.
Yum. Keep those ideas coming because we have a whole big batch of chocolate paste now that we're going to have to use up. And you know what's coming
Chocolate
up?
vanilla paste. This is different.
What's coming up next week? Pie Day.
Yes, Pie Day is next week in just a few days.
So we might need to be using some chocolate vanilla paste to make some pies.
We gotta have some pie.
I think. Okay, this is our experiment because we're very much in experiment mode. So we're going to see what this, we're only putting it in an ice bath because we have limited time because we're on a live video. You don't have to do this. We're just testing to see what the texture of this is going to look like when it's not warm from the blender. So that's why we put it in an ice bath, just so that we could more quickly get to the like room temperature or the cool texture so that we could see if we added enough xanthan gum. That's the only reason why we're doing that. Okay, just so you know.
Okay, I had to take my microphone off while I was pouring ice. We are going to use a recipe for crepes out of the Indri Vanilla cookbook. And since this is the one that Lisa knows best, we're going to actually use the one that is rosemary vanilla crepes, but we're not going to put rosemary in. We're going to use this chocolate paste instead. So we're going to start with some water and some milk and flour, and we're going to get that pan on the stove ready with melted butter in it so that we can pour the melted butter in just a minute, right?
Yep.
So it says in a blender, add the milk, water, and rosemary, leaving out the rosemary because we got our flavor already here.
Although I don't know, chocolate rosemary crepes might be interesting.
And it also tells us that we're supposed to let this batter set up overnight, which we're not going to do either. So
it just helps them to not tear as much when you're flipping and cooking the crepes. They don't tear as easily if you give the batter like an hour to rest or refrigerate or up to overnight.
So you need 3/4 of a cup of
milk and half a cup of water.
Half a cup of water. Yep.
So I got the half a cup of water.
Okay, and I'll get some milk.
Anybody have any questions? Rumors that we can confirm or deny? We are going to be doing a Pi Day flash sale on the retail site. I think it'll be a coupon code, and we'll probably share it out like we do similarly to our our group order announcements. We'll send an email, we'll send a text, we'll send we'll put up a post in the group, and we'll put it on our other social media platforms as well. And there will be a coupon code, and the plan is that it will be a super sale on 4-ounce packages of Madagascar Mexican Cure vanilla beans. So that will be fun.
Good.
Those ones are so good.
Okay, so we need some eggs.
Okay.
2 of them. And it says we're going to add the milk, water, and the rosemary, but we're just going to do the milk and the water. I wanted to get the milk and water first, and I wanted to blend it just to clean out the we're going to hit the pulse and get it really splashy so that it gets the lid and everything.
Don't normally do that. Normally I put all of the batter ingredients in and then I blend it. But just because we're trying to clean out the blender, I thought we would do that.
It's going to be really good and rich.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's going to be so good.
So if you want to kick, you'll need to turn this up.
This is her blender, not mine.
Let's turn it up real high so
and then we'll pulse it.
Real good, In fact, let's just go like that.
Cleaning up this lid. This is how you cleaned it. Oh dear, you got a
lid on tight.
I told you it wasn't my blender.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do this. I'm going to get out of the way.
Actually, that looks pretty good and clean.
Run away!
What do you think, Katie?
Not the back of the blender. The black of the blender is now dirty.
I should say, what do you think, camera lady? I think that's pretty good. It was just a little bit open on one side. That's pretty good.
Sorry, I'm just going to wash off my hands over here if you're hearing me.
All right.
Blender dirty.
Yep. I think that's pretty good. Let's scrape it down just a little. Ooh, you know what? Here's this spoon that I was stirring with. Let's get that all cleaned off in there too.
The little ladle. We always used that ladle for hollandaise sauce when I was a kid, because my mom makes really great hollandaise sauce.
Well, we still got a little on there, but we're doing pretty well.
That would be another fun Sunday fun day, Saturday sweatpants.
Yeah, but
not Sunday fun day. That could be a Sunday fun day, but sweatpants Saturday.
Yeah, except that you don't have vanilla is not usually in hollandaise sauce.
But if you made vanilla glazed ham and you made it into some eggs Benedict,
well, then you'd be in great shape. Yeah, I'd like that.
We always had eggs Benedict for Christmas morning. That's a Fifield family tradition.
Okay, I think we need some flour and some things like that.
And some eggs. Ready for the next ingredients?
Yep.
Okay. When we were setting up to start this live video, my mom was like, we could get a little pan out for the butter. And I was like, I like to melt my butter in the pan that I'm going to cook the crepes in, because then you only just get one pan dirty.
I think it's brilliant.
And the pan already is nicely, buttered. Okay, so I need
A couple flour.
how much butter? 3 tablespoons of melted butter.
Of butter, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Oh, and this has vanilla in it too.
Yeah, I think that let's hold off. Well,
We might need a little bit more flavor.
we might want to add some more of our paste.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of paste of the chocolate vanilla paste, because I thought we could do that in lieu of the sugar.
2 tablespoons of rosemary.
And we could use it in lieu of the sugar and the vanilla extract because it already,
like
the
that.
paste has a lot of sugar in it.
I like that. I'll measure you a cup of flour.
Okay.
But everybody knows the correct way to measure a cup of flour, right? And this is really...
Show them. Show them how to do that. Okay, I'm just going to do this. And I like to melt my butter on low so that it doesn't
camera
splatter
lady.
too much. All right,
Come
camera
over
lady,
here.
go show how to measure flour.
When you measure flour, you do not scoop with your cup because that packs the flour into the cup. You scoop it with something else. I always like to keep a scoop in my flour, and then you shake it in. And it's kind of the idea of pre-sifting, only it just helps to measure it correctly. And then you can scrape it off. I like to do it with my flat thing, and then you got a nicely measured 1 cup of flour. See, if I was to bang this in, look how much more flour I could put in.
Like it really settles down and packs down in.
So now you learned a little something about what my home economic teacher taught me when I was in high school about the proper way to measure flour.
I'm going to put away some other things because we don't need the
Okay, I'm going to put the
xanthan
flour
gum
away.
and the rum and the honey and the brown
Put
sugar.
the flour
as
in.
much.
Should we put the flour in here? Are we ready for that?
I think so.
It's going to take me a minute to melt the butter down.
She's melting butter. We also need the eggs in here, right?
Oh yeah, gotta get some eggs.
Did you get them?
No, not yet.
We'll get the eggs.
All right, if anybody has questions about making vanilla paste or something else that you might want to talk about,
Any questions over there?
requests,
Okay, she says no.
things you might like to, I know people like to ask about, you could talk about the dark bean blend a little bit more. These are the vanilla beans that are up for sale right now, if you're watching this video live. This is nicknamed Violet, and they are so rich, and we've taken like 4 of our most chocolate forward, dark, rich vanilla beans. They're vanilla beans, they're not chocolate, but we've taken those and we're blending them together. So and they come like this. They would come in one bag, all mixed together. They're not going to be like individually.
Okay, I put 1 egg in
Identified.
there. I'm cracking
one
them
egg.
into this because I want to make sure that they're in good shape. You know, we
Yeah.
can't.
Don't want any shells. If we're cracking it directly into the,
Then you're likely to drop your shell in there or something.
yeah. If
How's this looking over here, by the way?
Our
Still kind of runny. But you know what? It's going to be kind of a substitute for the extract anyway, right? So it doesn't need to be super thick. This is my just old paste that I've had for a while. It's been in the fridge and it's been out for this morning and it's quite thick. That's just paste.
okay.
All right.
Let's check all of the ingredients. Did we get milk?
Got milk, got
Water?
water.
We're not
2
putting in
eggs.
rosemary. Eggs,
Got
yes.
flour.
Flour, yes.
We're waiting for the butter to
Butter,
melt.
sugar,
And
yeah.
then we need some other...
And we need a little more sugar, or we need to use more of like the chocolate paste.
Right. So we'll decide in a minute. Let's get the lid on my blender.
I think these are going to be really good. I think they're going to be really, really, really good, and I'm really excited. I decided not to add any additional cocoa to the batter for this particular run through because I just wanted to taste the chocolate paste that we made, just to see what it's like. Okay, she's just blending it up. I like. You
give
can
it a
store the
break.
paste, the chocolate paste, at room temperature, and vanilla paste can be stored at room temperature. If you put it in the refrigerator, you have a higher risk of it crystallizing and getting kind of the chunky sugar crystals in it.
Then I don't need to keep it in the fridge anymore, huh?
But We can show you vanilla paste.
Okay, this batter's looking good.
Kind of the difference.
Should we try one? Oh, we need the butter in here.
Both vanilla paste and sugar.
Here's our buttery, melty butter.
Oh, I'll let her finish up the crepes before I
Well,
answer.
you want to come and measure the...
No.
You can measure and I'll just measure. I mean, I'll just...
No, we just add it into the crepe batter.
All of this?
Yep.
Okay.
I already measured it.
Okay, is it going to be too hot for this batter?
No.
It's going to be all right? Because I don't want it to cook my egg.
This is how I usually do it, and
Okay.
it's usually okay, but we could let it cool for a second.
I think it's going to be all right.
Okay.
Except that I'm going to get...
Sometimes I do browned butter in crepe batter. I let it go all the way to browned butter.
And now we've got a
And that's
nicely
really
buttered
good.
pan, except there's butter on the outside, so...
It almost might be too much butter in there, but it'll be okay. We'll probably...
I'm just turning it really, really low.
So what's the question?
So
any
they were
questions?
asking about, do you need to refrigerate vanilla paste or chocolate paste? You can. You don't have to. It can be stored at room temperature. If you put it in the refrigerator, it will probably be a little thicker and it might have more of a chance of getting crystallized where like the little chunky crystals develop. The sugar kind of recrystallizes.
Oh, I may not put mine in the fridge anymore.
Yeah.
That was my first batch
Especially
ever
if-
of paste, and so I was kind of...
Yeah.
All right, do we want to make tiny little crepe?
Yes.
Or use the big pan?
I'm excited. Now, normally if I'm making crepes
Okay,
for my
I am
family,
not a crepe expert, so I'm turning this one over to somebody
yeah,
else.
there's probably enough butter in there to add this. So I
I'll
like to
put my-
preheat my
This isn't
pan
what you want.
or pans. I was showing it. I was just going to show it.
Yeah, this is what you want if you want to add some more flavor.
I like to preheat the pans on kind of a medium low. You don't want them too hot because otherwise the crepes will just burn. Crepes are a tough one. And no, I'm not French, and I'm not even attempting to say it in French. I'm sorry. I feel like I would offend the French language and French people more if I tried to pronounce it in a language that I do not speak. Anyway, so these are very much, if you've never made crepes before, I would suggest watching several videos on like YouTube or something like that of people making them so that you can kind of start to understand the technique and you can start to get a feel for what it needs to be. And then when you start cooking them, just brace for impact. The first one is going to be ugly. It's going to happen. And you got to get over that. You just got to get over it. That's your test subject. And maybe even the first 2 or 3. But you'll start to say, you know what, that one cooked too quickly and it got too brown on the outside, so I'm going to turn the temperature down a little bit. Or this one took forever and it never really got brown, so I'm going to turn up the temperature a little bit. Or that one stuck, so I need a little more butter. Or that one like deep fried around the edges. I had this one too.
Yeah, but that one's a little smaller,
Yeah.
maybe a little easier to manage.
Yeah. Or this one like deep fried around the edges, so I need less butter. So maybe I want to grab a paper towel and wipe out my paper or my pan. What I do know about crepes is that a really slick nonstick pan. So I own some hex-clad pans that have like that. They're kind of popular right now. And those ones are almost too grippy, like for the crepe to really be able to slide out of there. So I end up with more torn crepes. These ones are my mom's pans.
And we've never made crepes in them, so we'll see how they
They're
go.
brand new. This one, I think this gray one, this one, the bigger one, is brand new. Like
Yeah,
you
I
haven't
think this
used
one's
it at all.
pretty close to new, but...
But if you have one of those nonstick pans that has seen better days and it's got some scratches in it, it might not work super great for crepes because it kind of holds onto the batter and it makes them stick and tear.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Pour it in.
So we want to make sure that the pan is, this one I don't know if is fully preheated yet. This one we use to melt the butter in, so that one is already warmer. So
You can just keep it laying there.
So what you want to do is, I like to fill the crepe pan about a third, maybe half of the way full. And then you just pick up the pan and you start rotating the hot pan around so that the crepes stick to the bottom there. I think I might have put a little too much batter in. But as you do this, and as you watch people do this, you'll start to learn, oh, that's too much batter. It's going to be too thick of a crepe, or it's not enough batter. It's not going to cover the entire bottom. Then we want to wait. You can see how the color is changing around here. We want to wait until the center all the way through looks cooked and the outsides start to bubble.
Okay, I'm going to give it a try.
Okay, go for it.
We got enough butter in here?
I think so. You don't need a ton
So
of
if
butter.
I should tip it like this while I'm pouring? Or
Yeah.
does it matter?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
I think so.
I love crepes.
Yep. Now, if your pan is hot enough, it will start to cook as you swirl the pan around, the batter around. If the pan is not hot enough, it'll just be swirling in there, and it won't cling to the sides
like
and
it was
begin to
pretty
cook.
good.
This one is looking pretty good, but the pan, I think that I need a little more heat because I want it to start to turn brown before I cook it.
Okay. I'm going to kick
And this
up
one
just
just
a more.
looks really soft to me. I'm not seeing it browning or bubbling on the edges, so I'm gonna just give it a few more seconds.
Well, that one is getting pretty well done.
Yeah,
I can smell them from over here.
I'm gonna come over here. So
The camera person is saying that she can
Anna over
smell-
here, say that again.
It smells really good, and I'm like all the way on the other side of the room. It smells so good.
And it's not even got any filling in it yet. Just
Yeah.
as the pancake itself.
I didn't
What'd you do with
get
that
any
other
filling.
here? Are you going to use the big one or the little one?
I don't care. I'll use the little one. Little pan, little.
You whip up some whipped cream. Oh, I
Ooh.
think you already have some, dude. Yeah, I can whip up some whipped cream.
I don't know if we have any whipping cream.
I don't have any whipping cream. I just
didn't
have the
bring
kind
any.
you squirt out of a can, which is neat.
That'll work just fine.
But we could
Do
also.
you have like berries? 'Cause we could cut.
Yes, actually, I have strawberries and blueberries.
Ooh, yeah. If we could cut up.
They're
some-
already cut up.
Oh,
They're ready
well,
to
then
eat.
that's easy. I was trying to think. All right, so I just flipped mine. Yeah, and my pan needs a smidge more heat. It's not.
Okay. How do I do this?
I think that one's
That is a
more
good
butter.
question.
The edges are kind of sticking. Yeah, maybe it needed more butter. Yours was really buttery.
Well, yeah, it had been used to butter
Here,
the,
let me use that little guy.
melt the thing. My husband likes to use chopsticks, but he also thinks he's Japanese. So I told you,
Yep.
you're gonna sacrifice the first one.
All right,
You're
we're gonna
have
sacrifice the
tears
first one. It's gonna be
and
torn.
stuff.
I'll eat it.
I don't mind eating it.
For me.
Oh, yum! They are smelling good already.
It's going to need to be more butter. Oh, there we go.
We can put in more butter.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Also, if you're having a hard time, your pan might be a little bit too cool.
Ah.
If it's
And
not,
I know this pan didn't have as much time to heat up.
yeah, it was, and it's a bigger pan.
Well, we'll make
too.
another one in
so
a second
it would
here.
take longer to preheat.
So how
Did we
much?
add any extra paste, or did we just?
We
add,
did not.
So this was
let's-
just what was in the thing.
So let's try a little taste and see what we think.
You think it could use a little more?
I think I could use more.
Okay.
It's not sweet at all.
We didn't
It's
add
really
extra
not very-
sugar.
It's not very chocolate forward or vanilla forward.
Okay.
really.
Well, that's why we've got our handy dandy new squeeze bottle here.
Oh, you didn't take the
Or-
center out of it, huh?
Oh, I couldn't get it out before.
Janet says
Here, you need to
that
poke it.
Torn
Here.
crepes are never a sacrifice.
Yeah. There's
That just means more for
they're not going to go to
me the
waste.
lid.
We're not going to not eat that one because it's torn.
It's a taste tester.
Oh, it landed face down. Oh no!
Well, don't
Now we-
step right there.
Don't nobody step on that. We're gonna clean that up.
I got it. I got it.
So I'm going to hold the camera for Katie for a second here, and we've got this.
I got it. All right.
So this is the squeeze bottle. It's still kind of warm.
Yeah, because we didn't put in any of the what it called for 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons of sugar.
3 tablespoons of sugar,
So
and we didn't put any of that in there.
No wonder that it could use a little bit more flavoring. So that's how much I added. I don't know how much that was. Maybe another tablespoon.
I think a little bit more.
Okay, I'm going to add
I'm taking this
second
crepe out.
tablespoon.
Anybody need a bite?
And then you can also see how thick it
get
is
a bite?
right now. Okay, so that's about 2 tablespoons
That's
of the
kind of-
chocolate paste. And
It's good, and it will be good with.
do you want to?
fruit
That
on
one
it?
should be done.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, you ready? Hold it back again there, Katie. Thanks.
But I think I need more butter in my pan for the next
Okay,
one.
I'm going to make sure that your lid is on good on, nice and tight before I turn it on again, because I still feel bad that I spilled all over the place.
Just turn on about one or two. Yeah.
So, sure it's great.
All right, I'm going to put some more butter in this pan.
Okay.
Is that what you're supposed to do? Is butter it every time?
Yeah, you can butter it every time, or after a few, if you feel like it's buttery enough, you can do that. Like I said, if you've never done this before, please trust yourself. It's not the end of the world, and it tastes really good. Whether or not you have it, I'm gonna taste it. I haven't tasted it yet. Yeah, we could use more.
It needs more flavor.
Yep.
If you're trying to get the flavor into just the crepe itself, it needs a little more flavor.
Okay. And I'm not going to add more butter because I still feel like it had plenty from. So fill about a third to half of the way full, and then start swirling your pan.
Sabrina asked, did you toast the nibs before you used them in the paste?
Sabrina
Yes
asked.
and no. We did not toast them, but they came roasted from the supplier. So the cacao
These are
nibs
roasted
that
cacao
we
nibs that we sell.
sell
They're
on
already roasted.
indrivanilla.com are already roasted.
So we didn't need to roast them.
Sorry if you didn't hear that question.
That was
the question
from Sabrina.
was, Sabrina said, do you need to toast the cacao nibs before putting them in the paste? And the answer is they're already roasted. If you get them from us, I mean, there might be raw ones out there for sale at other places.
The ones from Indri Vanilla are already roasted.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, now hey.
And you can see mine almost immediately. You can see how it's browning around the edge and getting bubbly. The bubbles started setting. So this pan is at a better temperature.
Okay, well, I kicked mine up a little because it's bigger and it takes more time.
Yep.
Oh, and look at that. Nice job. I think I like the little pan.
Yeah, that's a nice little pan.
I've still got a little bit of...
If you're watching now, let us know, what are your favorite things to put on crepes?
Whipped cream and berries.
Katie says whipped cream and berries.
Sorry, I
And
did.
powdered sugar.
No, powdered
I
sugar.
haven't really bought much of
How about
stuff
you,
like
Anna?
that.
What do you like on crepes?
Whipped cream and
Okay.
strawberry.
Let's use that
the
bigger.
strawberry sauce that's like really good with the strawberries in it.
Like fresh strawberry sauce.
Yeah, fresh strawberry sauce.
yeah.
And that's like the perfect crepe to me. Just
Yum. I'm actually a
probably gonna-
savory crepe person. I'm going to come back over here by the
Needs to be
camera.
hotter?
Needs to be hotter.
Okay, mine's too cool.
I really like to make crepes on a more savory or sweet and savory. I think it's about. Hey, look at that boil flip. I don't even know if Katie caught it because she was looking at the other one.
Here, have a spatula.
You sound so happy about that.
I'm so proud.
I did
This
it.
one's all done.
Curd and whipped cream.
Yeah. I like savory ones. So I like to make like sauteed mushrooms, maybe some sliced
chocolate and
ham.
savory would be great.
Lemon stuff. Ham and cheese.
We like lemon curd.
Oh,
yeah, ham and cheese. And I like to blend like fresh herbs into my crepe batter. I wouldn't do it with chocolate paste and fresh herbs, but I like to put in rosemary or basil and then blend that in and then make it with like some ham, some cheese, maybe some of that hollandaise sauce that I was talking about before.
Looks like you
Spectacular.
found the fruit here. This will be great.
Okay. I'm going to keep making crepes. Do you want to show, I don't know.
Oh, I think mine needs to come out of the pan.
Friends, you tell us, do you want to see more making crepes, or do you
I
want...
need to taste this now and see if it's got enough flavor, right?
Yeah, as we're sitting here making more and more and more. We're just laboring under the assumption that they're...
Oh, it's crunchy.
That was the edge. It's crunchy. Yeah.
You can taste it?
Oh, yeah. Especially at the end.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
It's a little hot. You want the crunchy part or the soft part?
The crunchy's the best. That's it. Yum. That'll be really good with literally anything. Like
That'll be really good with the fruit.
Savory, sweet.
Oh, that's much better. The other one was kind of boring.
Yeah.
It needed a little bit. We didn't have as much left in the pan as we thought we might. Or not in the pan, in the blender. As much vanilla chocolate paste
So
in
if you
the
don't want
blender.
it-
That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, I'm going to put another one in. I think if it's hotter, I can just cook it in this pan without more butter. We'll try it this time.
Okay, you need the
Yep.
mix. This is a fun way to make crepes with your mom. Each of you have a pan. It goes a lot faster and is more entertaining than sitting over here all by yourself making crepes.
Oh, I'm dripping.
It's kind of lonely.
Yeah, I think my pan is much hotter now and better. See, now it's already brown.
Of course, you could really lean into the chocolate vanilla paste like thing, and you could flavors, and you could put Nutella on them or something. That would be get pretty rich pretty fast.
I've been gone for a year and a half. I don't even have any Nutella in my cabinet. That'd be really good. I had some.
Before we came, I was like, "Do you have brown sugar?" Because it could be a no. You know, you just got back from a
I did bring some
1.5 year hiatus.
Oh, hey!
Look at that, we're getting it there. So as you cook your crepes, you will learn how to cook crepes. That's the best way to try it out. Watch a video, watch us fail on a couple, and then as you go, you'll be like, okay, my pan just doesn't seem hot enough. And you'll turn it up a little bit, and then your pan will get too hot, and you'll turn it down. You'll have too much butter; won't have enough.
Okay.
But every single one of them will be delicious. So
Do we have
don't be
any
scared.
last
This is a
questions
fun-
before we quit this and go get strawberries? Or are we going to go get strawberries right now?
I think we should show off the strawberries, but I can happy to finish. We can continue cooking crepes after the thing is done.
All right, who's going to have a crepe with some strawberries?
I want to try one.
Blueberries. Here we go. Here, just come bring the camera over here. We'll get some.
Put some strawberries on there.
Should I cut them a little bigger, a little smaller than that? Here's my favorite thing.
You use a biscuit cutter
It's a biscuit cutter.
to just chop up strawberries. That's how my mom always did it.
I've got a little leaf in there, though.
It'll be fine.
Strawberry leaf.
They're edible.
Okay, we'll just eat it.
We just get our leafy greens in today. We needed them anyway.
Do we need some vanilla sugar on these strawberries?
Ooh, yes. Or chocolate vanilla paste.
Ooh. Now let's try it. Let's just squirt some of this right in here.
Yeah.
It's pretty fresh, though.
It is. I mean, if you'd prefer to put, and we might also want a little bit of vanilla sugar.
I do have some vanilla sugar.
Because it's not strawberry season yet.
Let me get my vanilla sugar. It's right on the kitchen table. Because somebody in our family likes to put vanilla sugar on just about everything.
That would be my dad.
Yeah,
Grandpa.
see that?
That's
I want you to know I made this vanilla sugar in a faraway place without a fancy blender or anything. I just used the caviar, squeezed the caviar into the sugar and laid it on a piece of parchment in the window out on the
Super easy
and let it get dry.
Barbara says the chocolate whipped cream is delicious.
Oh, I wish I had some real whipping cream to whip. All I've got is this dumb squirt
I should have
stuff.
picked some up and brought it.
Sorry about that.
On the way here.
That's what I would have made. And then I've got blueberries here too. Do you want to just do blueberries straight up or do you want to sugar them?
I mean, I don't really like blueberries much.
Oh, I'm just gonna mix them right
That
into
answers
the
that
strawberries.
question.
We can mix them right into the strawberries. Can we do that?
I think Katie just wants the blueberries.
We'll give her
separate.
the plain straight up one first.
I'll just eat the blueberries.
All right, let's give you one. Here's a little plate.
Okay, do it.
Take one, yep.
The big one?
Whatever you want, it's on the top, so that works. It's a good thing your mom's over there cooking. So
Point it at that instead of at the floor.
Oh, my bad.
She's getting too excited about the cream.
How much do you want? How do you do these, guys? Because they're not a lot, so.
Like probably that much.
Okay?
Yeah.
You want some of this?
No whipped cream. Duh.
Yeah, we don't always whip up vanilla bean whipped cream. Sometimes we just get the squirt bottle too.
Well, and especially when you're...
Looks like crabs. It looks like crabs? Yes.
The whipped cream?
No, the strawberries.
Oh.
It does.
Crabs?
It looks like crab meat.
Crab meat? Oh, what do you think? It's just strawberries with...
I think it looks delicious. I think
Yummy
it looks
stuff.
like
I should
chopped up
taste it.
strawberries.
It looks better in person.
I want blueberries in mine, though. Give me another plate. All right. Yeah, that one's yours. It's all ready to go. Are you going to want me to take the camera?
Yeah, that would probably be good.
All right.
And then we
Here,
can
let me
get a
you
Katie
fork.
reaction.
Do you want your face in it eating this, or do you want to just...
I think so. Well, I mean, as long as you're okay with that.
She looks prettier than the rest of us. She's got her hair all done.
She's got a dance later tonight, so she already curled her hair today.
Okay.
I don't mind with mine.
Do you need a knife? A knife
I got
probably
it.
would
I
have
got
been
it.
smart.
I'm a professional.
You're a
I just
professional,
touch it with my hands anyway.
professional eater.
Yep.
So good?
Good.
How's our... I'm just going to try one straight.
I just want a bite of the one you got there. Is that okay?
Yeah, take it.
We made a pretty nice one here. It doesn't have any blueberries in it, though.
Adding that extra couple of
Oh,
tablespoons of paste to this was a good idea, because now it's just such a delicate little bit of chocolate, little bit of vanilla, and that sweetness. I think that we made a really good choice to try this.
You take that.
It's like sweet and savory and super yummy.
Yeah,
How do you eat and man the camera at the same time?
very, very carefully. Trust the process.
Okay, I did it. But
All right.
Yeah, those are our crepes. I did want to show off before we go the chocolate paste now that it's been chilling for a little bit to see how thick that is, because we said we would. All right, so I mean it's not.
it's different than it was.
Yeah,
Where's my spoon?
I think
thing? I got it dirty.
we got it all covered in,
Here's
in
a clean spoon.
crepe battery. So this is our chocolate vanilla.
Oh, I think that's gonna
and
be
it smells
perfect.
so good. Yeah.
Look at that. Look how it covers that spoon.
Yes.
It's so dark. It's beautiful.
And I think that I will use the rest of my cacao nibs, and you know what, maybe let's assemble it right now.
This
I
is gonna
thought
be
it would be
great.
fun to make a chocolate vanilla extract with the
Here,
rest
I'll
of the
take the camera for a
beans.
minute.
I don't want to go much longer
Hang on,
because we've been going for an hour. But so I'm going to use the rest of the dark blend vanilla beans that I have. We have about 1.5 ounces of those left. And I just thought we'd pop in the rest of the cacao nibs too and make a chocolate vanilla extract. Well, I don't know. That's about 1 ounce.
There doesn't take very many to make an ounce.
Yeah. I
How
should have weighed them.
chocolatey do you want it?
Um,
That looks good to me.
okay. That's what we're going to do.
Just for fun, I wonder if you...
I do want to wait. I do want to measure the
Here's
alcohol.
the scale.
Because I don't want it to be. Yeah, I guess I could do it on the scale. I was going to get a measuring cup and do it in cups, but we can do it on the scale.
Here's a cup right here. It just had a dirty paste spoon in it, but I can go get another one. Can't run the camera and go get you a cup, though.
No, it had milk in it, so I'll just do it
okay.
on here.
Okay.
We're just gonna wait for a second. So I've got 1.5 ounces of, I think I want to do a cup of, or 8 ounces.
You know, if you want, you could dump those out and weigh again.
You
That would be pretty easy to do.
I could.
Here, you hold the... Come back here, camera lady.
I got the camera for a second. All right.
Right up the face.
Yeah. So, okay. We'll do this officially. We'll get all official on it.
All right, here's a bowl.
I was trying to be all fast.
Here's a bowl.
Okay, so we're going to start, zero that out. Empty container. We're going to put in, find out how many vanilla beans we really have. 1.3 ounces. And then I think I want to do 1 ounce of cacao nibs. And then I'm going to do 1 cup of Kraken. 8 ounces.
So it's kind of like a double fold,
only one of them is, one of the ounces of flavor is cacao. And the other is vanilla beans.
2.3. Oh, that'll be fun. You got 2.0.
So I have 2 ounces of cacao. Did I zero that out?
No.
Okay, so I have about point.
You have 2 ounces of flavor.
Okay,
go with
perfect.
Your 1 cup.
That's
here's
what we
a clean
want.
cup.
Okay, and we're going to do 1 cup because we're going with Indri's house rule, which is 1 cup of 80 proof alcohol, and this is Kraken spiced rum. This is the black label, 94 proof. So, and I've used this many times for making extract, and it's one of my favorites. And I chose it because it's kind of rich and chocolatey already. So I'm just going to pour that in. Now this is going to be like a year-long experiment. So we could cut up the beans to get them to fit better in there.
Or fold them in half.
I honestly might, when we start wrangling and we start shipping these, I might nab myself another ounce of beans
and then
put
fill
them in
the
there
whole
and
jar.
fill up the rest of the jar with
good
more
idea.
Kraken. Ooh, it's kind of a leaky lid. It's not the best of lids, but yeah. So that will be a really nice extract. So now I've got a couple of chocolate vanilla options. I think that was a fun thing to do with this dark bean blend. Which this is the Violet group order dark bean blend. My daughter's stretching behind you. So sorry if the camera's turning sideways. It is going to be, it's $10 an ounce. I put a link to the order now page up in the description of this video. These beans are going to be, the vanilla beans are available for group order purchase for another week. So it'll be closing on March 16th. My mom's birthday. And we have some fun things coming up in the next week or 2 weeks here at Indri Vanilla. On our retail page, we're going to have a Pie Day sale. It'll be Madagascar Mexican Cure vanilla beans on a flash sale, and we have a limited amount of that. So if you're interested in catching those at near group order prices on the retail site, keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah,
some more fun stuff coming later in March.
Yeah.
Ask people if they have any more questions.
Any more questions?
Any last minute questions before we go? We'll give you like 5 seconds to give us any last minute questions.
Type, type, type.
We
love you guys.
Yeah,
We really do.
it's true. It's true. We do.
It is slightly delayed a little bit.
It's slightly delayed.
Yeah. On Pie Day, I think we're going to share our family's pecan pie recipe with the Pie Day sale. And that's not a group order. It's going to be a retail order. So I just wanted to clarify that.
But if anybody wants to share their favorite pecan pie recipe, I wouldn't mind trying some different ones.
Yeah. Or whatever.
Especially
Continue telling us
maybe with some chocolate vanilla paste.
I think that needs to happen this year.
Yeah, we're going to try chocolate vanilla paste in our pecan pie.
I think that would be really
Or
good.
pecan, or pecan,
Yeah.
or however you say it.
However you do it.
We say pecan.
We know it's delicious.
Yeah.
That's true.
Any questions?
Anything else
Are they good?
popped up?
People are just saying thank you.
All right.
All right.
Informative. Happy birthday.
Well, thanks
right.
so much. Happy birthday,
Happy
camera.
birthday, camera lady, in a
Because
couple days.
her camera lady's birthday is in just a few days.
Yep.
And anyway, we hope you have a wonderful week. If you have any ongoing questions, or if you want to tell us how you would use chocolate vanilla paste, let us know. And we will see you around. Bye. Bye.